So, this is it, the last video lesson of the year for English. I'm sure you're absolutely gutted that you won't hear my voice for the next 6 weeks or so. However, the silver lining is that the next time that you hear my voice, it should be face to face in a classroom, which I'm really excited about. I don't know about you, but I'm so excited about the prospect of being around people and getting back into the school routine. A bit daunted, but also really excited. So, yeah, last video lesson. So, for your do now, I would like you to write down all the love poem quotations you memorized last lesson, along with the names of the poems. Also, I would like you to do a quotation explosion for one of your quotes, as that means analysing the language and structure. So, pause the video now to do this. Okay, so as it is our last lesson, I would like to have a short reflection on the year. So I'd like you to write down, and I will be checking this, what was your favourite moment or topic that we shared or studied together this year? And also, what is a skill you developed? So for me personally, there was a couple of moments I really enjoyed. You may remember the fantastic Jekyll and Hyde quiz we had, where we had Alex versus the entire class. And I believe it was a draw between Alex and the class. So, and I remember the disco light was on, and it was great fun, and everyone got really into the spirit of the quiz. So that was really amazing. I really enjoyed that. I also really enjoyed reading in spectacles with you. We were supposed to do it the next term, so I wasn't prepared to do it, and I hadn't read it yet myself. So I thought it was really lovely that I got to read it for the first time with you. And I have to say, the voice acting was amazing. I actually probably much preferred hearing it read with the fantastic voice actors from the class than reading it myself. So Alex as Mr. Burling, Kirsty, Mrs. Burling, Sam Wavish as Gerald, and Eric, of course, Cameron, and Anya as Sheila. So, oh, and sorry, Ben as the inspector. I thought you were a fantastic cast, as good as any cast that is being paid to perform it. So that was also fantastic. And also the other discussions we had during the year, they were all really memorable, and I'm really looking forward to getting back in the classroom with you all and having some more wonderful lessons together. So, yes, please do make sure you write down your favourite moment or topic that you studied or that we shared over the course of the year. And in terms of skills, I like to think that I am a better listener and more patient than I was at the start of the year. So, lockdown's been a great period for reflection in terms of you get to think back over the year and things that went well, things that went not so well. And I think I've become more patient and more tolerant, perhaps. No, I think I was tolerant before, more patient and probably a better listener. So, in terms of the skill you developed, ideally it would be an English related skill, or it could just be a general skill that you have picked up over the year. So pause the video to answer those questions now. Okay, so more poetry flashcards. For this lesson, you'll need your poems and notes from previous lessons, the flashcards you've made for the first 11 poems and the grid of themes, and different coloured pens or highlighters. So last lesson we did 8 to 11, today we're doing poems 12 to 15. So the tasks are the same as last time. So you need to include the name of the poem and the 3 key quotes. You may want to include reference to the speaker and their feelings or perspective, points you can make about language and structure, literary terminology, and consideration of key themes. So your task for today. I would like you to review the flashcards you have already made for the first 11 poems and ensure you've memorised the key quotations, at least 3 for each. I'd also like you to make flashcards for the poems highlighted in blue on the list of poems. I wouldn't thank you for a Valentine, In Paris with You, Warming Her Pearls, and Dusting the Phone. And memorise 3 quotations for each one. As you did yesterday, use the remaining time to review your key moments grids for Jekyll and Hyde and an Inspector Calls, memorising the key quotes. These grids are essential for your revision of the text. Spare copies of the grids are available on Flashcards. So pause the video now to complete these tasks. And that is it for the whole year. Another point to mention, there is you're meant to get 5 hours of homework over summer from English. So there is a summer pack of documents. So please do look out on class charts. There will be a task called summer homework or summer support pack. I haven't decided yet, but there will be a task and it will have HW in front of it. So you know it's homework, it's not another lesson. Please do look at it. It will contain the materials you need to revise and complete all the work you need to over summer. So it's really important that you do that. But as a final thing, I would like to say, don't worry if you aren't where you would like to be right now, or you feel like you've fallen a bit behind. We have a whole year, or almost a whole year, when you go back. We have plenty of time. So I think it's a balancing act of, do make sure you do the work in the support pack for summer. Do make sure you've learnt your key quotes to put yourself in a good position. And I would also advise looking over past papers for English language. So for English language, look over those past papers. English literature, learn your key quotes. And I would actually also recommend rereading Jekyll and Hyde and Inspector Calls if you have time. But like I said, it's a balancing act. Do the key work, but also do relax and enjoy yourself. And it may sound a bit contradictory, but if you structure your time well, you can do both. So maybe you want to do all your work in the first 2 weeks and then take the rest of the time off. Or maybe, which is what I'm going to do, which I would advise, is spend about 2 or 3 hours every day during the weekdays and do some work. I found that if you spend the whole day just having fun, fun stops being fun, and you don't really get much done. Whereas if you force yourself to have 2 or 3 hours of work, then you enjoy the relaxation a lot more because you've got the contrast, the dichotomy with the tasks that you need to do to benefit you. So that is what I would advise to do during the summer. Every day, Monday to Friday, just do a little something, learning key quotes, doing some other work as well, and that will keep your brain in tip-top shape and you'll be ready to come back in September. So okay, I'm going to stop now. I'm sure you've heard enough of me, and I'm really, really excited to hopefully see you in September in a classroom. So have a wonderful summer. Contact me if you need me for anything. I will be checking my emails over the summer holidays. So, do get in touch if you have any worries, any questions, any queries. And I'm really excited to see you again in September. So, goodbye, have a wonderful summer, and see you soon.